Scenes from inside a subway. Part 1. The descent into the underground. It begins with stairs. Always the stairs leading downward, away from the sunlight, into the heart of the city's hidden rhythm. The air grows heavier as I descend. The sounds become echoes, footsteps, murmurs, the beep of a card reader, or mechanical announcement in a monotone voice. Next train arriving in 2 minutes. Down here, time slows, or maybe it bends. The city above is rushing, bulging, screaming, but here, banners or that, the world feels quieter, not silent but softer. Part 2. The platform. The platform is its own little world. People gather not to talk but to wait. Heads titled down at screens. Ears plugged with music. Eyes glazed with early morning sleep or late night exhaustion, and yet each pulse holds a story. The man with the wrinkled suit and briefcase, the student flipping pages of a textbook filled with highlighted dreams, the grandmother with the grocery bag humming softly, a child counting the tears on the floor. None of them speak, but together they create a kind of human poem, lines written in silence. Part 3. The arrival. The train arrives like thunder in a tunnel, a rush of wind, a screech of metal, a blur of motion. The words open, people step in and out, exchanging phrases like puzzle pieces, shifting in a box. I step into a space that moves, but also holds still. Part 4. The inside world. Inside the subway car, the real world becomes memory. There are no trees, no sky, only steel, plastic, grass, and people. The windows reflect us back at ourselves. Not much to see outside, just a flash of tunnel walls. So we look inward or avoid looking at all. We pretend not to notice each other, but we do. The nervous glance, the hand shifting on the pole, the yawn someone tries to hide, the slow ruin of a tired body falling asleep. It's subway ride is a shared secret. We are all just trying to get somewhere together but alone. Part 5 Passes in motion. Sometimes I watch passes, not in a creepy way, just quietly. The woman across from me with red lipstick and tired eyes, she folds and unfolds a riddle, folds a letter in a wrap. The teenager scrolling on a phone, tapping messages faster than thought. The old man in a cap, staring at his own hands, as if remembering something they once held. Every page is a novel, every posture a photograph. You don't need dialogue to understand pain or joy or loneliness. The body speaks its own language, and in the subway, that language is everywhere. Part 6. The soundtrack of the underground. There's a rhythm in the subway, the hum of wheels, the sway of bodies, the robotic announcement arise to comfort the chaos they narrate. Sometimes a musician plays a violin, a saxophone, or guitar. The sound wraps around the space like incense. No one says much, but the music does. It tells us you are arrived, you are here, this moment matters. Part 7 Stations and Stories. Each station is a chapter. Some people get off, some get on. Characters enter and exit. We never know their names, but we feel their presence. The girl who cried silently for 5 stops. The businessman who held his coffee like he was his last hope. The couple who argued in whispers, then smiled at each other before stepping into the next scene. The subway is not just transportation, it's a stage, a confessional, or mirror. Part 8 Glimpses humanity. Once I saw a young man offer his seat to an older woman. She smiled with such gratitude that I nearly cried. Another time, a child dropped his toy. 3 people moved at once to pick it up. I've seen strangers hold on to each other during sudden stops, seen hands reach out without hesitation. We are not as disconnected as we pretend. Sometimes it takes the shaking of a train car to remind us how much we belong to each other. Part 9 When the subway stalls. Sometimes the train stops unexpectedly. Lights flicker, announcements started. People sigh, look at their phones, but something else happens to stillness, and in that stillness, people start to notice each other again. They look up, they meet eyes, they smile just a little. It's brief, but it's real. And in the silence between movement, we remember what it feels like to be human. Part 10, Exits and Endings. The train slows, my stop approaches, people gather near the door, ready to step back into the world above. The ride ends, the stories scatter, but for a brief moment, we are part of something together, a moment in motion or shared silence. As I step up the train, the platform hums with new stories, and I carry with me the quiet ones I just lived through. Part 11, Reflections in the Window. At some point in every subway ride, you catch your own reflection in the window, not clearly, just ghostly image floating over the darkness of the tunnel, and in that moment you see more than just your face. You see the bags under your eyes, the line of your mouth when you are not thinking, the way your shoulders slump or stand tall. The subway window becomes a mirror, not of how you look, but how you feel. It's a rare kind of honesty, one we often avoid, but here on the ground, it finds us anyway. Part 12, the language of movement. There is a language in how people move in the subway, how they make space without words, shift way when the train turns, hold the people with just the right tension, not too tight, not too loose. It's a kind of urban dance. Choreographed, necessary, defined by routine. We learn to navigate one another without sound, to exist together in a moving box of strangers, and maybe that's the real miracle, that we learned how to be close without colliding. Part 13, a young girl with a sketchbook. One afternoon, I noticed a girl, maybe 9 or 10, sitting with her legs crossed, drawing in a sketchbook. She didn't look up, even when the train rotated. Her pencil danced, quick, quiet, certain. I picked, not out of no noisiness, noisiness, but wonder she was joining us, all of us in the car. The old man beside her, the couple across the aisle, me holding a book, looking slightly lost. She saw us, really saw us, and I realized that's what artists not creating something new, but noticing what's already there. Part 14. The smell of red nights. There is certain smell to the subway late at night. Tired metal, old perfume, coffee that was once hot, now cold and forgotten. It's not unpleasant, just familiar. It smells like long days, like missed dinners, like quiet sacrifices no one applauds. At night, the subway holds a different kind of story, not rushed, not loud, just human. You can almost hear people thinking. You can almost feel them healing. Part 15. A city that breathes underground. Cities aren't just buildings and streets. They breathe through the tunnels we ride in, the wires above our heads, the stairs that take us below into the lungs of the city. The subway is how the city exhales, and inside it, so do we. We let go of the day, of the noise, of the expectations we carry, even if just for 15 minutes, it's enough. Part 16. Unexpected laughter. Sometimes someone laughs out loud, unapologetically, and it's like someone opened the window in a room without air. That rap may be from a podcast, a friend on the phone, or a funny memory that snuck up on them, but suddenly everyone looks up, smiles spread quietly. People exchange glances. We are reminded laughter is contagious even among strangers, and in the subway, where we often hide our emotions, that laughter feels like a rebellion, a beautiful necessary rebellion. Part 17. The rest train. The rest train feels sacred. It carries the ones who stayed out too late, the ones who walked over time, the ones who had nowhere else to be. It's quieter, slower, wrapped in a kind of weariness that feels holy. There's no rush, no small talk, just presence. It's on the rest train that people sometimes talk, share a cigarette after the ride. They say things they wouldn't dare in daylight because something about being the rest givers permission to be first in honesty. Part 18. When the lights flicker. There was a time the lights flickered, and for 3 seconds we were in complete darkness. No phones, no announcements, just breathe, just the rumble balance us. And in that strange pause, no one panicked. We waited because down here we know how to wait, how to trust the track beneath us, even when we can't see where we are going. Sometimes that's your right pace. Trusting the movement in the dark. Part 19. The return above. When the train climbs toward the final station, the light begins to return. Natural light, faint, golden, if each morning, deep blue, if each night, and it always feels strange, like waking from a dream. You blink, you breathe, and you step out, not just from the train, but from a hidden part of yourself. The subway didn't just move your body, it moved your thoughts. You are slightly different now, and you carry that difference into the right. Part 20. The invisible connections. Rather, walking home, you realize something. You shared space with dozens of people, said nothing, did nothing dramatic, but still you were part of something. You ever lived a constellation of quiet hearts moving in the same direction. And that's what makes the subway beautiful. Not the speed, not the technology, but the humanity, the invisible thread that says we are not alone, not really, even underground, even in silence, even in motion. We are connected.